Hey, what's up? What's up, my good people? Um, I did a video on YouTube already. That was like my first one. And, I kind of got a little excited jumping from subject to subject. I hadn't planned on really doing one until I got like wrote everything down. But that was supposed to be a promo type introduction. So anyway, my name is Terrence X. The name of my organization is Kingdom Soldiers, and I have a calling on my life, and it's basically I'm just like I'm a disciple of God. I've been one of the chosen to warn His people, and it's gonna be many that won't listen. It's for your benefit, not mine. I know I got the knowledge, but anyway, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the Obama health care bill that just got passed. That it just passed. In that bill, it states March 23rd, 2013. For it is now the law of the land, all United States citizens must be implanted with an RFID chip. Okay. And for anybody who knows the Bible, that's the mark of the beast. This United States has hundreds and hundreds of concentration camps in the United States right now. In these concentration camps, they have gas chambers, they have guillotines to chop your head off if you go against the New World Order and refuse this computer chip. And just like the Bible said, if you refuse the mark, you get your head chopped off. Well, like I said, a lot of people are going to brush a lot of things off that I say and a lot of things that they may hear. But like I said, it's for your benefit and the protection of your soul and your family. Now, the whole thing to understand is that God is in control. He gonna always be in control. It's just because you hearing all this and seeing all this chaos in the world, I don't think He lost control. So just know that I know that He has all the power. But these evil, wicked people that run this world, they had to be exposed. Because when okay, let me give you an example in the Bible of God, what He talks about going out, beware of the heathens, for they go out and cut down a tree and decorate it in silver and gold and tie the tree down so it doesn't fall. And so God telling you in the Bible, don't put up a Christmas tree, but we still do it because it's what we call it a tradition. You can't negotiate with God. Okay, and every time you put up a Christmas tree, hide Easter eggs, give representation to the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and all of that, you are literally practicing pagan rituals and satanic holidays. And I can tell you this, and next Christmas, half of y'all gonna go put up a tree and lights and do the same stupid stuff because you're ignorant. God said He's a jealous God. God said, seek knowledge. God told us to do a lot of things, but we continue to get wrapped up in these traditional things of the world. And while you focus on the iPhone and putting up a tree and spending all this money and all these other good things that these people have dangled in front of you to keep your eye for what's really going on, they finna make you get a computer chip in your hand. They finna start loading these concentration camps up. Okay, we're under martial law right now. Okay, these shootings you've been seeing, all these school shootings, Sandy Hook, Columbine. I know police out here where I'm at now. He said when he got to the theater, he already knew that there was a governmental plan because Obama's about to take our guns. The government is about to take our guns. Obama's just another Illuminati puppet. But it's called Operation Gun Grab. They are literally going to go in all U.S. citizens' homes and de-arm us. So now you got a computer chip. March of this year, this month, right now, 23rd, is mandatory by law that you be implanted with this chip. Or like the Bible said, you won't be able to go to the market, buy, sell, nor trade. So they're saying in today's time, no more Walmart, no more Safeway, no more, none of that. No more Pizza Hut, no more Olive Garden. We're fixing to be in a police state where you under straight control. It's all about control, and it's all about they want you to obey. Out here, a cop told me that in the new flu shot, they have a new vaccine in it that causes you easier to be slowed down, so you can be easier to be controlled. Cause your body to slow down. You can't think quick. So now you got to look at you pass by any Walgreens, any Rite Aid, any Walmart commercials. Hey, come get a flu shot. It's free. Come get a flu shot. It's free. You don't even have to wait in line. So then you got to think, like, why they pushing the flu shot? Then if you ask any doctor, any real honest doctor, he'll tell you that the flu shot don't prevent the flu. It don't do nothing to make you sick. Okay? So the whole thing about it is when God said seek knowledge, you had to go beyond the Bible. I'm not gonna get into it's a lot of things, like I said, I jump around, whatever, but what we gotta understand, my family, my people, my friends, and y'all who don't know me, is that we are at the end of the times, and I know everybody, oh yeah, well, they say the world was gonna end, they say the computers, the Mayans, all that. See, the enemy throws all this out. It's like the bull who cried wolf. After you keep throwing so many events out that's supposed to happen and don't happen, when the real stuff's supposed to happen, nobody gonna believe it. And that's what they counted on, and that's what's going on now. That's why so many people are ignoring this information. But you can't ignore the truth. You can't ignore knowledge. Cause see, once you get knowledge, it's like literally like a blindfold being taken off your eyes. Like you appreciate what you have. What the enemy calls a simple life, a life, beneath, high society. I embrace that. I'm healthy, got a nice home, nice fiance, nice, good job, food in the refrigerator, car. I'm blessed. So what's left? Nothing but to fulfill, what God got me to do. So, so now if you don't get this chip, you're not gonna be able to do nothing. So now what you do? Sit around and talk about it, or oh man, okay. Like I said, be ignorant and stupid and keep saying it's not gonna happen, or I know who, I know who's child, and I'm a child of God. All that old stupid religious stuff. Keep it to yourself, man. That ain't gonna. If this wasn't relevant, God wouldn't have gave us the signs. He wouldn't have let us know about the mark and don't take it if we weren't gonna be here to have that choice or be given that choice. Die, take it. If we was all gonna be swooped up somewhere, he wouldn't have bothered warning us. A lot of warnings he gave us. And this is people like me who some of you may look at like, oh, that's freaky T, or that's whatever. But at the same time, if you look within yourself, you worse than I was. So anyway, and Mama, this is medicinal. This came from the dispensary. It's prescribed. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos. There'll be more organized. But I just been excited because I just learned how to do the videos and upload, because I call home a lot with a lot of information and knowledge, and a lot of my family members embrace it. Most don't, but the ones that it really matter, they do. The ones that don't, that's on them. They can get it somewhere. I can plant the seed. Maybe somebody else maybe they'll run across somebody else with the same information, and because it's for somebody else, they'll embrace it. I don't care how you get it, as long as you get it. Ain't no hard feelings. Ignorance comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. Anyway, okay. So I caution you I'm not promoting violence. I'm promoting protection and awareness, being prepared. So if you know you can't go, it's fixing to be a point in time you're not gonna be able to go do nothing with a dollar bill. Only thing you can purchase or be able to purchase anything if you gotta have the chips. So what you gonna do? You gotta live off the land. You gotta go back to them days where you farming until the end, until it's all over with, until all the evil is taken away. And that's the thing about it. It's all about divide and conquer. The enemy has divided the world and families with so much corruption that now that it's time for all this to happen, there's no unity. So it's just gonna be picking people off. But see, not me. Yeah, I got Illuminati kill on my neck. I'm not just some YouTube dude that get on here and want to talk about it. When I get off, I'm in the street doing it every day. Then I got people in high places. White, black, Mexican, some of my high places, like, white collar. Some of them are camouflage. So I get a lot of my information from reliable sources, hands on. So, and like I said, it's to my people at home. And somebody in fellowship, a preacher in fellowship, got a letter from the Illuminati asking them to join this secret Greek society that can have power and mind control right there in Fellowship, Louisiana, right by Grambling. So that's opened the eyes. I'm not gonna say who it is yet, but y'all will find out. But this is real, and you can, and the thing about it, most people do believe it. They're just afraid of the truth. They want to keep clubbing and slanging and banging, But it's time to decide what side you're gonna be on, because straddling the fence and playing these games that's over with. So now it's about preparation. I'm talking about physical preparation. It's also physical. Spiritual preparation, but it's physical too. I caution you to stock up on canned goods and water and generators and biodegradable materials. And you hear this and it sounds so far-fetched, but man, you better believe it. It's this. See, T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and all these ministers, they not talking about this because they not allowed to. They'll lose money and get taken off the TV and have to pay taxes. This man right here, he talking about it. He giving them names, giving up the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergs, exposing people in the industry, in the music industry, athletes in the government all over the world. He speaks the truth. See, that's why the enemy, the white man, turned us against him, because they didn't want you to hear the knowledge coming out that man's mouth. So they call him a racist. They call him, they say he don't believe in Jesus. Minister Farrakhan, when he speaks, he speaks out of the Quran and the Bible, but mostly out of the Bible. He speaks mostly about Jesus Christ. See, that's why a lot of people have been turned away from the nation, because that's where you're gonna get your knowledge from. And see, the secrets that the secret societies got, that the hidden bones and different things that's hidden in these shrines that the Shriners know about and protect with their life. Listen to him, he'll let you know. He'll give you some knowledge. He'll let you Black Masons and Shriners and Boule members know that the secret to white Freemasons and Skull and Bones and Shriners got, it's about y'all. It's about the Black man. So stop being house niggas, selling your soul, and doing things that's totally against anything God stands for, just to be a part of an organization that you think is powerful and so secret that you can, overcome the world and it's wicked. It's wicked. It's homosexual. It's all that. You deal with these people in the industry like Lil Wayne. He call himself a blood, but you wearing skinny jeans and your little butt crack out and kissing another man in the mouth. Then you get on 106 and Park and say, baby, the only one that, you're the only one, baby, kiss. You sick little faggot. And anybody who go to your concerts, man, stop promoting these people in the industry because they're not doing nothing but misleading y'all. They're getting money, living. I mean, they sold. These niggas on here with, looking hard and thugging. They kissing and giving up their booties for fame. The higher you get, the more homosexual you get. So that's why they're attacking Cat Williams now, because Cat Williams exposing these people like Jamie Foxx, and not David Chappelle, Steve Harvey, and the Professor Ogilvy off the park, because he mad. He mad because he realized that he spent his whole life trying to get into the industry and be a comedian just to get there to find out these niggas been giving other men head and getting it in the butt to get all these commercials and stand-up shows and sitcoms and HBO specials. That's why David Chappelle, retired. Man, you got some real ones out there that ain't gonna give up their soul. It ain't worth it. You giving up? You done got a one-way ticket to Hades for some paper, for a piece of green paper that ain't even real. Why you think on all these commercials in these cities, people got signs of "We'll buy your gold and silver back"? Why you think these big corporations want your old broke watches and necklaces? Because they know God made silver and gold and land. That's the original trade utensils. That's the original currency. That's the only thing ever been worth anything. It's from the earth. That's the only thing ever been worth anything. So, the enemy, he came up with this paper. And, hey, yeah, I give y'all this artificial, this fake paper money, it's not worth nothing. I give y'all that for the gold. Dummies, give me all that gold. And this all gonna be worth anything in a few years. I'm keeping all my silver and gold. But those are just some little things that you gotta pay attention to. And, we as a society are so quick to take what's being told us. They told you that the Muslims knocked down the Twin Towers and then hit the Pentagon. Come on. They want to discredit the Muslims any chance they get. A Muslim has never created a terrorist act in the United States. The government do it. The government do it. It's like with Sandy Hook, Columbine. They're sick. The writers, all the writers of the Constitution were Freemasons. And the Illuminati, and just see, when you talk about the Illuminati and the Freemasons and all these secret societies, it's nothing but a bunch of gay men. In San Francisco, they got a place called the Bohemian Grove, where since George Washington to Obama, they go out there and they worship this giant owl. They're dressed in black clothes. They be whooping and screaming, and they fly in male escorts from all over the world to come in and service. No women allowed, just men, and they have orgies, just men. Now, everything I tell you, I can promise you is 100% legit. Look it up for yourself. See it for yourself. But major world wars have been planned out here at the Bohemian Grove. While they out there, lusting and doing all this sick. So just understand, the country you live in was founded by Satanists, literally by Satanists, Luciferians. So you gotta wonder. You shouldn't wonder why there's so much corruption, and they cause it. You can't blame everything on them, but when you're talking about as far as how the world is programmed and how it runs and who runs what, and they got total control over that. They can even control the weather. It's a research company in Alaska called HAARP, HAARP. Okay, it consists of 180 giant antennas that shoot beams of electrons and neutrons and all that into the ionosphere. Hurricane Katrina, the tsunami in Haiti, the earthquake in Japan that blew up the nuclear plant, HAARP caused that. man can control weather. I mean, like I say, some of this stuff gonna sound far-fetched, but Illuminati killer. I'm putting my life on the line for this, but it don't matter because the general of my army is God, is Allah. All praises to Allah. So I know for a fact this is my mission. I wasn't one of the chosen ones to walk around with a three-piece suit on with a Bible. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not that type. I was prophesied to by at least 8 men and anointed men and women of God throughout my life that I was going to be doing what I'm doing. I didn't understand it then all the way, but one lady told me, she said, because of the way you look, many are going to be drawn to you, that you're going to change lives of those forgotten about. And I was told that word for word by at least 6. So now I understand it because I talk to anybody, and most of the people that I do talk to are, homeless people, gangbangers, and strippers and hookers and drug addicts of all nationalities. Ain't nobody ever walked away from me. I believe I got people in Japan, France, Germany, Detroit, California that ask me for my info. I know 3 officers in Aurora, Caucasian, who had a conversation with me one time. Gave me their numbers. Because they know it's all going to be, if you're not filthy rich, the middle class and the poor going to be done with. Slaves and killed off. And they know that. They know they gonna, just like the police said, he said, man, just because we got on these uniforms don't think we don't know. He said when he got to the theater in Aurora, he said he already knew that there was a pre-planned event by the government because they're going to take our guns. See, in the Constitution, it states that that the United States citizens can never be de-armed because if our government is ever overthrown by another country, we can fight and take it back. So they had to figure out, maneuver another way to get our guns. So if you're hearing about all these little kids getting shot, people in the theater, little kids at the elementary school getting their heads blew off, just all these senseless shootings you hear on the news every single day, they want the Americans to start saying, hey, enough is enough. Just take all the guns, that way we won't have no shootings. And that's what they counted on. And if you pay attention, you're going to hear that. But you're also hearing about a lot of people who are about to uprise. That's why Obama just ordered 1.4 billion hollow point bullets for the civil unrest that's about to be in the United States. So, again, I caution each and every one of you, challenge me and just go look up what I said. You can't ignore the truth. I totally understand what they mean when they say the truth shall set you free. Because once you obtain the knowledge that I have, you begin to come into yourself. That's why I changed my name to Terrence X. X represents the unknown. My last name was Williams, so that meant that my forefathers were on the Williams plantation. So that meant my forefathers, were living with, so how they were treated. They were hung, tarred, and feathered, women raped. And I got to wear the name of the people who did this to them. And once you become into knowledge of self and where you come from, you look at things different. So I felt nasty walking around with that last name. So now it's X. And I'm in the process of getting my Muslim last name. And that won't make sense to a lot of closed-minded people because when you say Muslim, everybody just. What you better seek knowledge. Okay? Because us as black men didn't know nothing about Christianity until we came over here on slave ships. Did you know the first name of the first slave ship that came back over here was slave? The name of the ship was Jesus. They started the mind control then. They wanted to wash out every memory of our roots back home. So now they come out with the Bible. They trying to push a religion on us that they didn't even understand. They didn't even understand the book they was reading. And today, most of them don't. Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm from Louisiana. And say one of my friends from California. Okay, we both gonna go to Chicago and do a presentation on Louisiana. Who's gonna be able to give the better insight about Louisiana? Me or my friend from California? Me, because that's where I'm from. I was born and raised. I know everything about the history. I know everything about it. So the word Christian ain't, Christianity ain't in the Bible. It's a man-made up thing, in modern day time. So what you got to understand is when you reading the Bible, you reading about Muslims. You got to do your geographical studies, man. You got to understand that Minister Farrakhan, I know more about Jesus Christ in the Bible now following the minister and embracing the Nation of Islam than I did, calling myself a Christian. And no, none of my beliefs have changed as far as my beliefs in God. God is the same God. You got to understand the Quran and the Holy Bible is all God's word. You can't separate the two. And because of ignorance, a lot of people are gonna get caught up. Because they're not gonna have the true knowledge. And see now, by you sitting here listening to me, God said it's better not to know. Now you listen to me now. If you choose to ignore this or do like He said and seek knowledge, just back. Try to look at some of the things I said that you got doubt about. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna be going more in depth about everything that I'm talking about. It's just like I said, I'm new. I'm just starting this, and as I progress, the videos get better, information to get a little more in depth. But basically, this is a warning. I don't walk on these streets and approach all types of people just for fun, just for something to talk about. That's my mission. You can't ignore a calling that God put on your life. You can try to run from it, but you're gonna always have to come back to it. So, and it's fun because when I get an email or a text message or a phone call from somebody in another country, another state, city, and they thank me for the knowledge or tell me how they appreciate me, opening their eyes, and that makes me. And I don't take that credit. God guides me to the knowledge and wisdom that I get in the people that I meet. So I'm just a vessel. He just using me. So when I let them know, just continue to seek knowledge. And when you seek knowledge, you come into self. I'm not growing them, because it's bad. I'm going back to my roots. See, the Illuminati killed that man right there because he spoke peace and love. And that man had a lot of influence in the world. A lot of influence. He could bring countries together. And that was dangerous. He was dangerous to them. It's like the Black Panthers and Malcolm X and Brother Martin Luther King. Brother Martin Luther King was a part of the Boule. He wasn't a evil man. He just felt like he had to do certain things to get ahead for the black people. I don't know. But I know he didn't get killed for the civil rights movement because the black man can't never change that in America. And they knew that. They'll let a nigga run around talking about I have a dream and we shall overcome. They laughing at that. He ain't gonna change nothing. They knew that. But when he started telling the black man not to go to the Vietnam War, he violated their rules. Some things you don't talk about. Some things you don't say. Some things you don't do. You don't go against their agenda. So they let him make it, but you see soon what to do when the Black Panthers hit the scene. They ordered martial law on the Black Panthers, but they ain't never ordered martial law on the Crips and Bloods. They want them to live and keep causing a genocide on their own people. But see, all that's gonna change because Crips and Bloods coming together. All gangs starting to come together because people waking up and realizing, like Cat Williams says, us against them. The black man, we natural born soldiers. We just got misguided. These people misguided us. They forced us into the lifestyle that we have. You know, a lot of people want to say that's an excuse, but okay. That frustrates me because I know it all. And when you hear, you know, I hate to hear a black person say it, but especially a white person that we complain. Hell, we got a right to. And it took everything from us, our identity, our land, our gold, our women. Yeah, it's taking a while for my dreads to lock up. Because they contaminated my black blood back there, raping our ancestors. I had kinky. Like that man right there sort of going to lock up. But like I said, people who know me know I'm not racist at all. But when you talking about the people who run this world and this country, you know, show me a noble one. Show me a noble white man. They don't exist. And as we all know, all of nobody is nothing. So, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. But you know, I just if you don't, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't get serious about what I'm talking about getting prepared for what we're about to go through, you're gonna find yourself selling your soul or in one of these concentration camps. Because when I say concentration camp, I know a lot of you are like, oh man, whatever, let me turn this off. Okay, Kennedy said that the United States citizens would be enslaved one day. See, you got the Bilderbergs and the Rothschilds and it's 7 families I think that make up the federal banking system that print the money, Federal Reserve that actually print the money. So when Kennedy was president, he was like, how are these families in control of the money? That ain't right. They got control over how much money is printed for the U.S. citizens. So Kennedy took that power away from them. That's why they knocked Kennedy off. And plus, Kennedy was when he was doing speeches revealing these secret societies that were running the world. Abraham Lincoln told American citizens about the secret society and how they better put a stop to all these banks they opening up all over the world, or they gonna take over the world. And that's what they did. That's what run the world, put the banks. These same families that I'm talking about are who are the ones who are backing y'all gay president Barack Obama. Yeah, he gay. I can prove that to you, and I will. But like I said, when I talk about things, I like to go into depth. I'm just skimming over things so you can really just get an understanding of what I'm talking about. But the most you need to really understand is go look up Obama Healthcare Bill 2013 RFID chip. It's mandatory this year that you get a chip inserted in your hand. So if you think it's a game, go look it up yourself, then come holler back at me. Because I know a lot of people in doubt. Then you got a lot of Bible thumpers want to, say, well, what's gonna happen, it can't be stopped. No, it's not meant to be stopped because all this is about property. God told us this a long time ago. But we are gonna endure some of this. So he wants us to be prepared. And I'm one of them people who, you see what happened with Noah? Oh, he's a drunk, man. He over there talking about it's gonna be a flood. You know what I'm talking about? Laughing at him, tripping, brushing him off next to they drinking they wine and, going to the little brothels and stuff. They did the same thing we do now back then, hookers and all that gambling. And look what happened to him. Wiped out. Now, God said, now I'm gonna have to do this again. Because the world gonna get retarded again and break out into this big freak orgy, homosexuality, Sodom and Gomorrah type thing, Babylon. Now I'm gonna have to do this again, but it's gonna be by next time. You feel me? So That's where we are. So now it's time to choose your side. What side? Whose side you on? And for you atheists, y'all just so dumb because even Illuminati got enough sense to know that God is real and Jesus is real. That's how stupid y'all are. And for you Masons, y'all man, you know what you did when you rode the goat. Yeah, man, you laying in a coffin talking about you being reborn, but the checkerboard floors represent going from the dark to the light, but really you're going from the light to the dark because once you get into all this demonic, satanic ritual shit, you lost in the dark. Jesus is the light. Allah is the light of the world. And Black Masons, y'all the shrine of Black Masons and Shriners, y'all just crash dummies. See, the white man can't control us, so he gonna always need a nigga to control the niggas. It's like from way back when they had to have an Uncle Tom on the plantation to keep Mouse informed what the slaves was doing. Same thing, modern day slavery, Puffy, Oprah, Denzel, Obama. What's that faggot? There's so many. So, and we the field niggas, they allowed to eat better and travel and have all these luxurious things, while we left to live these simple lives. And society will tell you that's supposed to be miserable. That's why the penitentiary and graveyard are full of Black men and Latinos chasing a lifestyle that was never meant for us. That's why the Bible speaks about how hard it is for a rich man to get in heaven. God don't care about what kind of car you got, how big your house is. No, I got a nice home, nice fiance, vehicle, everything good. I'm happy. I'm happy. See, when you're miserable, when you got what I got, and you steady looking at music videos, with Rick Ross, gay ass got it, but nigga, look how they got it. Look how they got that man. That GD's gonna knock his ass off any day now. Playing with what's real. See, the thing about it, this is real. See, these people setting these people up in the entertainment, setting them up. They setting them up to fall. They don't even know it. Some of them know it and don't care. Puppet Deep Throat just for fun now on the show. He all the way turned. I've been seeing the bitch in him since he been made public to the world. That nigga, I knew he was gay. Will Smith, Quincy Jones, him and Quincy Jones was doing the nasty. That's why when you see the Fresh Prince come on, you see Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, the one who, brainwashed Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was with that. But as he got older and wiser, he started to begin to understand what he was a part of. Michael Jackson didn't. Okay, these people injected Michael Jackson with a skin disease. He didn't do that to himself. So he had spots all over his body, just spots like the color of my shirt, the spots. So he went to his doctor and got it induced so he could be one solid color and wouldn't be spotted, and that's why he was so pale. Okay. Michael Jackson began to speak out against the Illuminati and these secret societies and their plan for our destruction. So they had to put him to sleep. Same thing with Tupac. Tupac was with it. Tupac, he woke up and he found out what he was really a part of and what he represented, what he was doing. Tupac came out with Illuminati. He said, "I'm killing him." He started to rebel against him. They put him to sleep. The list go on. So, that's most people's conversation. Man, Jay-Z and Illuminati be out here. Fuck, I know my mama will watch it. I'm trying not to cuss, but they irrelevant. I laugh at them because they got y'all. They got a lot of y'all. They got women eating each other's asses now and going north because they making songs about it. These girls ain't even gay. They confused. They just misguided. And like I tell family members and anybody else, God destroyed 2 cities because of homosexuality. So that ought to give you pretty much the best insight on how he feel about it. So, like I said, I don't have nothing against gays. I got gays in my family. I done been to prison So my sins ain't no worse or no better than theirs. But the thing about this world and this United States is they glorify homosexuality. They don't have parades for murderers. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a coming out day for bank robbers. They're not letting rapists and child molesters have talk shows and dance with President Obama and his wife, like Ellen DeGeneres, do. Man walking around cutting people's throats. They don't have like they got gay rights. They don't have a knife rights day where you can just cut people's throats. So that's what you got to understand. They're glorifying homosexuality because you got to understand the Bible speaks about the Antichrist is going to be he's not going to like women. He's going to be gay. And people say, man, they say Obama the Antichrist. Okay, how you know he's not? He issuing the mark. It's an Obama health care bill that it's mandatory that all United States citizens be implanted with an RFID chip. It's the Obama bill, he issuing the mark. So then you got the new Pope. That's the new clown. Look that up, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll explain it to you later on. But no Pope has ever retired in 600 years. And Pope, he was gay. Pope Benedict gay. Go on YouTube and pull up Pope the new clown. And you're going to see the Pope Benedict sitting there with some gay fag men in tights performing for him and some more of his little gay Pope buddies. And men, when they doing their little things, bending over and laying across each other, they got steam and shooting out their butts. And the Pope, he just looking up and down. Then when they get through, he bless them. He's just sick. Then you see him on there kissing little kids in the head and blessing them. If you Catholic, you are part of a cult. Bottom line, I'll stand on that and I'll stand in front of the Catholic Church and tell them I'll slap the Pope and tell him that it is what it is. I mean, how can you go to a man in a box and ask him for forgiveness and he tell you go and sin no more and he playing with little boys' butts and him and the other priests watching gay men perform and then they have this big orgy. But he blessing you and God the only one that can forgive you. Sick. But once again, we so quick. God said, test the spirit. He said, many gonna come in my name. See, Martin Luther King, his name was Reverend Martin Luther King. The Reverend means worthy to be praised. God said he's the only one worthy to be praised. You're not even supposed to walk around with that label, Reverend. I'm not gonna get on too deep into about Martin Luther King, but there's some things about it that are to some they may be irrelevant, but to those who are open for knowledge, it's very relevant. Because when you got to understand, history was rewritten, and a lot of things you think you know about people in history that say they were for us. Martin Luther King was the Illuminati puppet. Okay, Martin Luther King lied to his job. As far as the white man was concerned, was to keep the niggas in line. That's why he always spoke about we shall overcome, turn the other cheek. I got a dream. In other words, y'all niggas just chill out. Don't buck the system. Don't rise up. Feel me? While he got to speak at prestige white colleges and eat certain places that black people couldn't. Okay. Like I said, they let him the same thing these celebrities doing now. Martin Luther King got to do. He got to live a life that most black people couldn't. But it's when he started telling the blacks not to go to the Vietnam War, that's when they had to knock him off. Nigga, you're talking too much. We had at that time we still had black people getting hung, drugged by cars, little boys in Mississippi and Alabama getting through over bridges for so-called winking at a white woman, and now he's showing up locking arms, talking about we shall overcome. I'm over with the Black Panthers talking about black power. See, they shut them up quick. Martin just kept the niggas in line for the white man. Okay, he didn't accomplish nothing. On the Martin Luther King Day, they do a 5-minute reel. You see him do that speech at the White House. You see him locked arms in Selma, Alabama. Then he shot him. He folks on the balcony. The famous point. That's it, because that's all he did. He didn't change nothing. So they glorify this fake black history. Like the incident on the bus when she didn't want to get a, they give us little changes to make it seem like the black people are moving forward, so we'll be happy. And just shut up and be pleased with what you got. We're going to give y'all some projects. We want y'all niggas over here away from us. So we're going to give y'all some apartments. We call the projects. And we ain't going to, y'all pay like $15 a month rent, and we're going to give y'all a whole lot of food stamps. We're going to cripple the black woman. We're going to make her lazy, and then we're going to divide the family because the black man can't live with you if we help him. So now he out there, we ain't giving him no jobs, so what he going to do? You can go on the farm and get a pig. Okay? You lock that pig up for a month, don't feed it. You're going to come out on wild hog. So when you see how us as a race have been in the last few decades, you'll start to look at yourself and feel bad about being black. But when you find out what I know about where we came from and who we are, and that we are the original people, we are God's chosen people. We are the true children of Israel. Once you know that, then you start looking at yourself in a different way. Ain't nobody else made like the black man. Ain't nobody stronger than us. Ain't nobody more humble than we are. Pick the cotton, okay, that's what we're going to do because we obedient. Y'all see, that's what God told us to do, be obedient to our master. This is what we're going to do. It was a test. It was a test. The last should be first and the first should be last. This is our time. See that movie Django they made? That movie was the start of race war. Like Cat Williams said, any black man play that part, they took out and shot. But of course, like I said, Jamie Foxx Jamie Foxx is a homosexual to the third degree. Y'all so quick to go to the movies and watch Tyler Perry, Jamie Foxx, and Chris Brown, and all these homosexuals. And then y'all hoop and holler when they sing, and these niggas want the same thing y'all want. So you gotta love yourself, because if you love yourself, then you won't be able to go support these people, because you really know who they are, and then you really degrade yourself by dragging yourself to pay money to listen to somebody sing to the devil, and then infest your spirit with it. Because ladies, when you riding around listening to Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, her little alter ego, she's a sick whore. But you ride around listening to that, but the subliminal message in that music, she's giving praise to Satan, saying kill Jesus. That's what you put in your spirit. That's why you out hopping or headed to the club then. Or cheating on your man, or neglecting your kids, because you can so much trash in your spirit. Men, I'm not just speaking to the women, men. Us as a society. It was in the earth, wind, and fire. This subliminal message been in the music. We've been under mind control our whole existence. It's been in cartoons. That's what I'm saying. You gotta see what I'm giving you is knowledge. I'm doing what God says, seek knowledge. Because if I didn't have knowledge, I would continue to allow my little girls to watch, or my little J-Lane, my little baby girl watch Disney. Because her mama really know now. Check with me before you take her to any cartoon, because I'm finna look it up. Subliminal message, no sex, woman got a breast in this Disney cartoon, woman playing with her vagina in this Disney cartoon, this Disney movie. Yeah, it's in there. Go look it up. So, like I said, if you got a preacher who's not talking about this, you at the wrong church, because check this out. You go home, you finna cook Sunday dinner. You send little Alicia and little Arnez and Tyrone in the living room to play and watch cartoons while you get through cooking. And what they watching on TV is teaching them about sex and homosexuality. Okay? So, now, because of the lack of knowledge, you failing your kids. You allowing their spirits to be corrupt. Then you wonder why they grow up like they do. Now, I'm trying to explain to you why they grow up like they do. But like I said, a lot of y'all, look up Christmas and Easter pagan holidays or pagan worship. If you can still put up a Christmas tree, first of all, after God, like I said, God told you not to. He said for the heathen go out and cut down a tree and decorate it in silver. That's why they sung silver and gold. All that stuff is satanic. We don't acknowledge Jesus on Christmas, Easter. We don't acknowledge his death, his resurrection, and nothing. Because we too busy sitting our kids on Satan's lap. Why you think Santa Claus, he come in the fire, he dressed in red. Saint Nick means Satan. Like I said, y'all so stupid and so stuck in tradition. See, you don't know how many blessings that's being blocked out of your life, your entire life, because you chose not to seek knowledge. You chose to go with the world. Go with the world. And for you intelligent, college people, you didn't learn that in college. They didn't teach you in high school. They teach you in a circle of nothing. Because if they taught you true knowledge, I wouldn't even be sitting there having to talk to you about what I'm talking to you about. They would have taught you that in school. Did you know Shakespeare was one of the writers of the Bible? King James had it reprinted. See, the Bible everybody didn't have access to the Bible. So when King James was king, the people was finna uprise and say, hey, we want to know what's in that book. So he got some scholars together. Shakespeare was one of them to rewrite it or put it together and write it and put it out. That's why you get so many different interpretations of the Bible. And so many people get so confused about it that they just walk away from it, because when they printed it, they worded things to be confused. Because Satan is the author of confusion. When God talking to you, he's gonna be clear. So God said you gotta seek knowledge, because he know what the truth is gonna be hidden from us. Okay, and that goes back, like I said, like I'm from Louisiana. Like in the parades down there, you always see the little men in the parades on the little go karts with the little funny hats with the tassel, the shriners. You have the highest the highest level of masonry that you can be. You have to be that and have good standards to become a shriner. Those are the elite. You wanted to see the bones of Jesus actually shrine, and the bones of a lot of other significant people that we weren't taught about in the Baptist and Christian churches. So I'm about to get off. My nephew Emmanuel calling me. To my Muslim brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. And to my family back home, I love y'all. I miss y'all. Love you, Jay LaVoo. Love you, Brianna, Joshua, and the one. And I'll be on tomorrow. Peace. Black Power.